Hello, litigators and opinionators. Court is now in session. My gosh, guys, this story I'm about to talk to you guys about, it's horrific, guys. So if you are not in the mood to be emotional and really outraged or enraged, you probably don't want to watch this video because what happened in this case is out of control. I cannot believe my eyes of what I heard. But let's get into this, y'all. Oh my gosh. Whew, this is disturbing. Adoptive couple, I'm not even going to say the word, adoptive couple charged with violating their adopted kids. And you can see the words on the screen. I'm changing the words because of just how graphic it is. And they also pretty much was giving their kids to local men, basically. And those local men were violating the kids as well. And again, the words are on the screen, so you have to read the words there because I'm not even going to say it. That's how disturbing it is to me. Full horror of mysteriously wealthy couples' sordid lives reveals in a jaw-dropping court document. Can you believe it? They sat here and adopted these kids just to take advantage of them. My gosh. I can't believe this. I'm absolutely disgusted. This is so sad. So Zachary Zullock and his husband, William, are in jail for child abuse. You know what I mean? The word right there, child sex abuse charges. Not only did their sons, police say they offered them to other men. They also sent videos of the abused to 12 people, arrest documents claim. And the reason why the officers ended up figuring this out was because there was graphic videos of these kids that were sent to other people. And when the officers discovered those videos, that's how it was traced back to these parents, allegedly. A mysteriously wealthy couple from Atlanta who have been charged with violating their adopted sons also submitted and gave these kids out to other local men in disturbing new documents that reveal. And they P-word them, they PED them out to other men. So Zachary Zullock and his husband, William Dale Zullock Jr., were once the darlings of the LGBTQ community in Georgia. Zachary worked for a local bank branch with William, while William worked for a local government customer service center. Wow, and he worked for the government doing this? The nerve. Real guts to work for the government doing this, y'all. But somehow the couple were racking up $7,500 a week. Can you believe that? They were making $7,500 a week, but they were doing it for illegal reasons. They were making money off their kids in a very illegal way. They also built their dream home in an area where similar properties sell for $900,000. Friends and relatives are at a loss over how they made so much money. In August, the pair admitted a range of heinous sex crimes, including the R word, and forcing their young sons to perform oral S word on them. That is so sad. These kids wanted just to have a safe place to go, and they get adopted to these two horrific people. After a midnight raid on their home, during which one of the adults was hauled naked from the house. Yes, I said that right. They were hauled naked from the house, y'all. Wow. Guys, I mean, just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, I didn't think it could get any worse. Okay. Now, thanks to an investigation by Town Hall, it has emerged that not only did the sick pair abuse the boys, they also stand accused of offering them up to other local men. They were trafficking their kids, it feels like. They were like giving their kids to men in the community and that's how they were making their money. They're making about $7,500 a week, not a month, a week. Times that by 4. That's making some serious money. This is the couple right here that's being charged these two individuals. Oh my gosh. William Zellick Jr. to the left. That's William Zellick Jr. to the left here in the kind of pinkish suit here. And then and Zachary Zellick to the right with the black suit on. They are the suspects. They were once the darlings of the LGBTQ community. Now they're facing life in prison, as they should. I hope they do get life, what they did to those kids, for R-ing their adoptive sons and offering them up to other local pedophiles too. And look, these are the little boys, guys. Oh, that's so sad. The two children are now in custody of the state. Their identities are being protected. So this is just the back of them. Poor kids, guys. Man, they're going to be forever traumatized. These kids were like trafficked out to other men. And Hunter Clay Lawless, interesting his last name, guys. Hunter Clay Lawless. Yeah, he sure can't follow the law. He's clearly, and his last name is Lawless. And Luis Armando Vizcarro Sanchez, 25. This Hunter is 27. Are also in custody. These two are in custody too. Lawless told police the Zellicks offered their boys up to him multiple times. Oh my gosh, this is disgusting. So these two guys were paying to have relations with the Zellicks' adopted boys, guys, multiple times. They're customers. Oh Lord, this is disgusting. I can't believe this. He was arrested after downloading a large amount of child porn that was traced by police to his Gmail address. Wow. Vizcarro Sanchez is in custody on a range of unrelated child sex crime allegations. Police say the Zellicks contacted him too. So both of these guys are involved too, and they're in custody for the same charges. Oh God, this is so sad. This is so sad. The things that kids go through. Oh, poor kids. Man, they're never going to be the same. This is so sad. Hunter Clay Lawless, 27, and Luis Armando Vizcarro Sanchez, 25. And these are the two that I'm talking about right now on the screen. They were taken into custody on charges of soliciting an act of prostitution with both boys in August. But their names are only now being made public. So this has been going on, guys, for several months now. But the information is now becoming more viral just recently. So it's been going on for about 5 months, I believe. They were arrested about 5 months ago. I just now heard about this case. But it's unclear whether they ever met the boys or had any interactions with them. But Lawless told police he was invited to the home multiple times by Zachary Zellick after meeting him through a friend on Grindr. Okay, so he's saying they don't know if he actually had relations, but he was invited over there. So you guys have to make that analysis for yourself. I don't know. It's just sad. This is too sad. He was arrested after child porn investigators traced a large catch to his Gmail address. Lawless told police Zellick contacted him through Snapchat, telling him he planned to F his son that night. Oh my gosh, can you believe this? This is crazy, guys. This is one of probably the hardest stories I'm talking about. I don't even know why I'm talking about this right now. This is just, how do you say that about your child? This is a little kid. These people are horrible. He planned to violate his kid and warning him to expect videos of it. I can't, guys. Let me move on because this is too much. Cops found photos and videos of Zachary Zellick R-ing the boy on Lawless' phone and computer, according to arrest documents. So that night he submitted the videos to the Lawless individual's phone. In one message, Zachary allegedly said, "I'm going to violate my son tonight. Stand by." Wow. This is so sad. I can't believe this. I just can't. And the one that said that was this guy right here, Zachary Zellick to the left. He was the one that said that. And look, his face, you can just look at his face. He doesn't have any remorse. It's just like a look of, I don't really care, you know? Or caught red-handed. It's like, oop, I was caught. Just kind of like that. Caught red-handed. William Zullock are in custody facing life in prison. William Zullock just has a look of shame on his face. Shame that he was caught, y'all. And here's one of the pictures, their family portraits, which is now quite sad because now you realize these two kids in the middle here were being violated and trafficked, and so sad. Social media images from Zach's account. He admitted that the pair filmed themselves abusing the kids and sent videos to their men. Can you believe this? How dare they? And it's like, I'm not even going to say what my views are because I know somebody's going to say something, so I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let y'all think it. It's okay if you're not ready yet. Here's this little thing here. This is a post from Zachary's Instagram account in June 2020, okay? This is disturbing because it's like this. It looks like this innocent person who's not sure of their views on certain things, and they're like, "Oh, it's okay if you're not ready yet. I'll just keep at it." It just seems interesting. And here's Zachary right here. So cool, like dad. Zachary's adoption shower in 2018. So this was a picture of Zachary at his adoption shower. So like, you know how people have baby showers? Well, he had an adoption shower. And this was what it says. So cool, dad. And that's what somebody gave him. But it's sad because it's like you weren't really trying to be a dad. You just, I can't, guys. I'm not even going to really give much an opinion on this. I'm just letting you guys know the story. I'll let you guys say something about it in the chat because I can't. The couple built their dream home in Atlanta and racked in $7,500 a week, according to court filings. So this was their dream home. They were making bank, but they were making bank violating these kids. Vaccaro Sanchez, the other local man, is also facing a string of unrelated child sex crimes. Lawless lives with his mother and was shockingly released on a $25,000 bond after his August arrest. So he's back out free again. The other guy, Lawless, is. Vaccaro Sanchez is in custody on a range of charges. He is obsessed with anime and gaming, according to social media profiles, and stands accused of trying to coerce a 13-year-old relative into sex. These people out here are sick. It remains unclear what led police to the Zullocks, but a family member spoke to Town Hall about them at length. That relative said they had concerns about the company the pair kept, especially around the boys. So there had been some red flags, and it seems like no one really did anything to intervene until now, after these kids have been repeatedly violated, and not only repeatedly violated by various men, guys, these poor kids. They're just forever traumatized. I don't know how this is sad. Before their August arrest, the pair lived in a comfortable life in Atlanta, thanks to Zachary bank work. They also told relatives how they were given money by the state to pay for the children. The pair remain in custody awaiting their court date. So, guys, this story, my gosh, they've been in custody for quite some time, guys. But the case is just now coming out. It's sad that they PIMED their kids out to a pedophile ring. They were like making money off their kids, guys. And William Zullock, a government worker. I still can't believe William Zullock, who's on the right there. I can't believe he's a government worker. Like, you're working under the guise of the government and you're over here violating your kids at the same time. That's some straight guts right there. Zachary Zullock is a banker. They were indicted in August 2022. So again, it's taken this long, guys, several months for it finally to go viral, this case. They kept their identity secret for all that time, because I didn't hear about this case till now, that the news outlets are just now talking about this. And they're charged with incest, aggravated sodomy, aggravated child molestation, felony SCXUAL exploitation of children, and felony prostitution of a minor. That's what they're charged with. They're charged with a lot, and they're facing life. The shocking investigation reveals in more details the sickening abuse of the boys suffered. For the first time, it was revealed that the men allegedly pimped out their older sons. And their older sons are now 11 and 9 years old, to other men in a pedophile ring, guys. This is sad. One of them, Hunter Clay Lawless, 27, told investigators that Zachary, whose Instagram bio describes him as Papa to our wonderful boys and an activist, invited him multiple times to take part in SCXUALL abusing the boys, Town Hall reported. This is sad, guys. And I'm going to show you a picture of them. This is just, I can't believe this, guy. This is probably one of the most disturbing cases I talked about. We talk about a lot of disturbing stuff on here, but this is disturbing. Oh my God, these poor boys. These poor boys, man. So did they adopt them just so that they could, I don't want to talk about it, guys. I don't want to talk about it. So here's the family with the two boys. Love my family, love my family. It's just like, come on, guys. This is sad. This is sad. Ugh. And you know what they did, guys? They used these children, these two boys, and filmed the P word here. Pornography with the P. Pornography. They use them. They made videos of these kids in just sick ways. Oh my God. However, Lawless claimed he never had physical contact with either child. So the other individuals I was talking about on the screen, not the Zulux, but the other one, those two claim they didn't have anything to do with the kids in the physical way. But I don't know if I believe anything they say, y'all. I don't know if I believe it. I just can't. I'm so sad. How could people do this? This is not cool, man. Not cool. Lawless also claimed Zachary had sent multiple messages on Snapchat, including one that allegedly read, oh yeah, we talked about that already. Okay, so the Zulux, they lived in Oxford, guys, in an affluent suburb of Atlanta, and they adopted the children from their Christian special needs adoption agency. They adopted them from a Christian special needs agency. So did these kids have special needs too? They probably didn't even know what was going on. Oh my God. This is so horrific. They took vulnerable kids like that too. The boys were in 3rd and 4th grades when their adoptive fathers were arrested last summer. I'm just trying to think, how are they going to, how, I don't know what kind of help could help these kids. You know, it's just so sad. Guys, I'm speechless. I am so speechless. This is so horrific. Oh, God. Deputies responding to the reports that a man was downloading child PR and raided the home in Loganville, where they found evidence of the pair were engaging in sexually abusing acts. So they found the pair. They saw the video. They found the pair engaging in these acts and video documenting the abuse of the kids. So they have it on video. So there's no way they're going to get around it. There's no way out of it. It's on video. During the raid, William was pulled out of his home naked. The government worker was admitted. So they said that the government worker he admitted to forcing one of his sons to perform oral sex on him, with the intent to satisfy his own physical desires, according to the sworn affidavit. Okay. His husband admitted sending child abuse material to several people, according to the news outlet. That is crazy. They are not portraying, they're not portraying their cause in a positive way. Town Hall said it spent months reviewing recorded jailhouse calls, court documents, and testimony from a relative who spoke exclusively with the outlet about the extent of abuse, as well as the faster than expected adoption process that led to this nightmare in the first place. So this adoption organization skipped some steps in the adoption process, which also could have led to this because they didn't really do a full background check of these two. William and Zachary have not pled guilty. Each of them face 9 life sentences if convicted. And you know what? They really do need to be in prison for life. They do. That's where they belong, because these people are sick. and just how matter of fact they were about it. That's the part that's really sick. They're just like the guy Zach is like, oh, I'm gonna go violate my kid tonight. See you soon. Like it's like that's like you're gonna go play soccer or something. It's like, oh, toodaloo, I'm gonna go violate my kids tonight. Like, who does that? Like, oh God, this is sad. Kids look upon, like, depend upon us to protect them, to take care of them, to love on them. You know, the things that the kids experience in their childhood, that's what affects them in their adulthood. If they're violated as kids, it's gonna affect their relationships later down the line. Like, it's so vital to treat kids with the most utmost love, respect, care. I mean, they need to be able to learn. They learn how to trust people as children from their parents. They learn coping skills. They learn relationship interaction skills. These kids are forever traumatized. This is how toxic people grow into the toxic people they are because of the abuse they face sometimes. I'm just saying. And I'm not saying these kids will grow up that way. I hope they don't, but just pray for these kids. Let's watch these videos, y'all.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Developing now, a couple is behind bars accused of producing child porn. Authorities say with their adopted kids. It allegedly happened at their Oxford home. CBS 46's Yasmina Alston is live for us in Walton County with these disturbing details. Yasmina, good evening.
Yes, Savannah, good evening, and very disturbing details indeed. The Walton County Sheriff's Office says that it was an investigation by the GBI that led them to the couple. According to authorities, the couple was making in their home. Zachary Zulak and his husband William Zulak are being charged for child sex crimes. The Walton County Sheriff's Office raided their home on St. Regis Way in Oxford and found that both men were engaging in sexually abusive acts and videotaping it with their adopted sibling children. The two children were taken out of harm's way, police saying that material was being downloaded, which was discovered during a search warrant in unincorporated Loganville. Now, we did speak with neighbors in that community off camera. They did not want to speak on camera, but they do say it was very shocking to find out that was happening, and they said it was awful for those children. We'll, of course, keep you updated as we learn more in this story. Live in Walton County, Yasmina Alston, CBS 46 News.
Yasmina, thank you.
Zachary Kovich. I was just about to play this, and then I realized I don't think that's the Zachary we're talking about. Guys, let me get off of that. But guys, this is so sad. This is just heartbreaking to me to see what's going on with those kids. I mean, especially adopted kids, because it's bad enough their original parents, gave them up, and then now. And then the thinking about it, guys, it was a Christian organization. They didn't even do their full investigation to make sure the people were mentally sane to take care of these kids. I mean, it's on them too, because they didn't really do a full due diligence check. They just cut shortcuts in the investigation, in the adoption process. Guys, I can't really give much opinion on this. I'm kind of ready to hear what y'all have to say, because this is too much. This is very sad to hear this story. Some of these stories is so unreal. It's like you can't even believe it's real. Like, is this real? I had to pray before I did this one, because I'm like, I have some things I want to say, but I need to hold my cool and don't say it. Thank you for doing this story. No problem, Tampa. It's sad, girl. Crystal said this is so sick. Girl, I can't agree enough. I agree. It is very sick. Those boys are going to live with this nightmare for the rest of their lives. I know, they're forever traumatized. I mean, I'm usually pretty positive, but I'm trying to figure out how could the damage be unwind? It really can't. This is their developing most vital years, and who knows how long this has been going on. If it's been going on for years for these kids, I mean, they're going to be traumatized for quite some time. These devils need to be chained and dumped in the ocean. Girl, shoot, yes. Yes, they do. They do. And I hope they get life in prison because they're going to hurt somebody else if they get out. They don't need to ever be out again. So true. These boys needed to love and cared for. They do. It's very, I feel like any judge that let those perverts out bail need to be jailed themselves. Girl, they need to be put under the jail. And it appears as though there's like 4 people involved. So, and the fact that they made videos and they were giving these videos out to different people, that's the other part of it. It's just, they're doing it to make videos. Did they really think they were going to get away with this? Like, sometimes you just have to question people because it's like, did you really think you were going to get away with this? And you have the nerve to, I can't, let me stop. Lock them up, throw away the key. Girl, yes, throw away the key. Nancy, hi, Nancy. Nancy says sickos. Girl, they're definitely a sicko. Every last person that had a hand in that needs to be brought up on charges as well. Exactly. And they shouldn't get anything less than life. They need to be in prison for life. There's a lot of government workers that are doing this to children. Really? Oh my God. I hope that's not true. Are you serious? A pretty monolith, I can't say it, monolith family of dragon tamers. Girl, that's sad. I hope that's not true. Oh my gosh. Alexa, the the AI is tracking the faces of all the children that have been abused and recorded. Right. I don't know what we're gonna do. These poor kids, they're gonna forever be traumatized. I want to show you this Zachary's Instagram so y'all can see this monster. So this was the couple here, y'all. They're over here. Couple 2022, couple married husbands. This was the 2 couples that were over here abusing their kids, getting money, guys. They were making money off of these videos of them violating the kids too. They were making thousands of dollars. Let me see if I could do the calculator to see how much because the $7,500 a week would not have included the money they're making from their 9 to 5 jobs too. $7,500 times 4. Dang, they were making, well, that's not really. They're making $30,000 a month. Oh, that's a month. Dang. Dang, guys, they're making $30,000 a month, but that doesn't even include what they were making at their job. So they were making some bank, but they were making it pimping their kids out, guys. This is disgusting. Oh, I hope this is not true. Come on, don't say that, a pretty girl. I hope that's not true. So here they are. This is where they got the pictures of this couple. Yeah, put the picture of these people. It's like, you guys are disgusting. How dare you? You're sick. This person here, she wrote this a day ago. She said, I can't believe they have literally ruined these boys' lives. All the therapy in the world can't undo being violated and groomed in this manner. I'm praying for these innocent babies and their mental health, not just today, but for a lifetime. Talk about true trauma. Right, because these kids have been exposed to a lot of sick things, and kids learn certain things. So it's like, how are they going to be able to undo that? This is Zachary. This was the sick guy that was telling the other dude that he was going to F his son. This is the guy that said that. I can't believe this. This is crazy. So you literally, I'm wondering if he adopted his kid. Did he adopt this kid just so that he could do this? I'm starting to think he adopted the kid just so that he could do this, that this was all for a trafficking reason. That's what I'm really thinking. It wasn't really just because they had a good heart and they wanted to take care of these kids and give these kids a home and be a family. No, they weren't doing it because of that. They were doing this because they had criminal intentions from the get-go. And again, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. And also, just to note, these are all allegedly based upon the allegations that are alleged against them. So they are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. But I'm just giving my opinion based on the allegations and just trying to think about what was the underlying intent for them adopting these kids. Was it really a sinister intent? Here's some comments. People are going in on them, y'all. Ever since this case has gone viral, people are going in. Somebody said, I hope every day in prison is HE double LL. They said, you look so pedo-ish. Oh my God, those boys. And this person says, prison. Yeah, they're posting all the articles. These people are going in. They're like trashing this guy. Like, oh, they are trashing him. He is America's most hated right now. Here's some of his pictures, y'all. It seems like he just got rich off of his adopted kids. It's like, I don't know. This was that post they were talking about. This is kind of really disturbing. It's disturbing because it's like you're saying somebody who's not ready or who doesn't really know, they haven't really made a decision about what, or they don't, I can't really put it in words. I can't put it in words, guys. You guys know what it means. It's like a person who's haven't really explored their physical desires or whatever, or preferences. And it's like this other person who is self-assured is trying to force it upon them. You know what I mean? Like force their agenda on this person who's like, no, I don't know about all this stuff. This person says, I love this illustration. This is what Zachary said. I love this illustration. Even in 2020, some people are afraid to come out and be themselves because of fear of rejection from friends, family, and coworkers, society. Sad. No. Plus, I love turtles. No, I don't know. I don't think he really means it that way, where people are afraid to come out the closet. No, he's saying it in a different way, a pedo kind of way. Because when you think about it now, you have to think about it now in context, because he basically was forcing his little innocent children into these acts. So when you put that into context with this post, it just creates a sinister meaning behind it. You know what I mean? It's not like that original meaning that you would think it's somebody just trying to encourage somebody to embrace who they are. It looks more pedo to me. I'm just saying. This person says, you should be afraid. The fact you weren't is what condemns this nation. This person says, this aged well. This person, she quoted, this is disgusting. You knew exactly what you were doing with this turtle illustration. See, other people could see what's going on. You see what I'm saying? This person here commented, I bet they told this all to kids. Sick. See, when you look at it like that, you're looking at this as an innocent child who's scared and don't want to, do stuff like this. And you could just think of Zachary trying to encourage these innocent children who don't know what this is, saying, it's okay if you're not ready. I'm just going to force you. So sick. This person said, innocent children's lives matter. You can't do absolutely whatever you want to do just because it pleases you. I can't wait to see what God has in store for you. These comments, y'all, they going in on him. They going in. I'm telling you, there's just been comment after comment after comment ever since this person put pedo, gay pedo, sick. Like, these people are not having it, guys. They are not having it at all. And it's not that he's ever going to see this stuff, but people don't care. They're like, you know what? You need to pay for what you did. This is disgusting. It's like, you have a whole husband too. Like, why can't you and your husband do that? Why do you have to violate a kid who doesn't even know about all that stuff? You're supposed to be raising that kid in morals and in love and in trust, not violating them and forcing them to do sick stuff. Like, you're disgusting. Oh. And it sends a sad message, guys, to other people. Like, guys, look, rotten prison. Pedo, like, people are going in. Maybe they can sprinkle their ashes at the beach. You be mixed in with sand and ocean waves for life. These people are not happy, y'all. You will never go back to the beach. If there is justice left in this world, you'll be sitting in a cell until you rot, until someone helps justice along. Wanted to see what evil looks like and heat. So, guys, yep, their Instagram. People are going in on the Instagram over here. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy over there. But I just wanted y'all to see who he was, because this is sad, y'all. This is so sad. Right, like Crystal said, those kids are going to have a hard time trusting people, man. Man, I feel sorry for kids now being adopted. They just don't know who these people are that they may come in contact with. I heard a lot of crazy stories. There was another story like this with there were a bunch of kids adopted by this couple. And they were starving the kids. And the kids were getting abused and just treated really awful. And the kids would sneak out of the house, and they looked like their body was just all ribs, just like no, they're just completely ribs, their body. And they would sneak out to the neighbor and try to ask the neighbor for food, and the neighbor would give the kids food. But the neighbor never called the child protective services or anything. Wait, no, she did. I think she did. And then when they were going to be investigated for child abuse, the parents, they took the adopted kids and they drove off this cliff and unalived the kids and themselves. I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. These adoptive agencies need to do better. They need to really go to the house regularly, check and see what's in the fridge, see the kids. It should, once the kids get adopted, it shouldn't just be, oh, that's done. They got to really do more investigation, because some of these people out here are sick. Why people say this is sick and they'll do anything in their hands to stop it. Here I am telling you, I am being harassed by these kind of people, yet everyone ignores. Being harassed by who? I'm not sure. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Okay, you gotta go. Y'all, some people be just mentally ill in the chat. Stop with all that drama. Nobody want to hear that. Ugh, God, sorry guys. Somebody was in the chat being a troll, and I didn't have time for that. We trying to talk about a case right now. The agency didn't expect it to happen to boys, probably. Oh, okay, Tavia. Girl, it happens to everybody. It happens to boys or girls. It happens to all of them, especially boys. You know how it happens a lot in the churches too, when boys being molested by the pastors and priests. So I don't know if the agency didn't expect it. Because the problem with the agency is they cut a lot of corners, according to the article. The article alleges that this agency, this Christian agency, they didn't do the full investigation and background checks that they normally do when they do an adoption process. So it feels like they favored this couple, like they just gave them a bunch of leniency. And that was the problem. They didn't really check to see if, these people were qualified to take care of the kids. So that's the problem. Daywash says, when I got my license in Michigan, they put me through HE wow, with some home checks, right, background checks, right, mental health checks. They even spoke with our families and my husband. See, exactly. See what Daywash is saying? She's talking about the whole process that, they normally go through. But that's not what this couple went through. Thank you, Daywash, for giving us some insight into that, because for this particular couple, they didn't get any of those background checks that you normally go through. According to the article alleges that they just got a walk in the park, basically. All they got was just, you want some kids? All right, here. Basically. Here you go. We moved to Ohio and I'm getting my license here. We love fostering. We love kids. I'll do anything to protect kids. They don't deserve to be put through horrible things like this. Oh, see, we need more people like you, Daywash. You are precious. We need more people like you. There's some sick people out there who try to adopt just so that they can harm kids, like these two. I think this was intentional, in my opinion. I feel like they adopted these kids for the narrow purpose to violate these kids, because it's like right when they adopted them, all of a sudden they started making these videos and doing this. So it seemed like this was all planned. And the fact that this organization just gave them a free walk and say, oh, hey, sure, you could have these kids. They didn't even do a background check. That's where the problem unfolded. Okay. This is just so sad, guys. My heart is so broken for these kids. This was a hard story to cover, but it was much needed, because we need awareness about the issues that are going on in the adoptive agencies. And something needs to be done about it. These kids are way too innocent to be treated this way. Hi, Amazing Tribe. Hi, love. How are you in the chat? How you doing, love? You pulled in all late. We about to end you just missed this horrific story. It's crazy, Amazing Tribe. It is. My gosh. Oh, thank you, Christina. Christina, what's your take on this? What is your take on this? This is terrible. I believe that as well. Yeah, Daywash is precious, y'all. We need some more Daywash people out here to adopt kids, because some people, they don't adopt for good intentions, y'all. This is sad. Please pray for these kids, y'all. These kids are going to need it. They're going to go through a lifetime of trying to. Hi, all around natural. Oh my gosh. All Around Natural is in the chat. She has her YouTube also, and she is a nurse. You guys saw me do it, like post one of her clips before. She was the nurse that talked about Shanquella and what Shanquella went through. And she was actually accurate in her description, because we also talked about Nancy Grace, and Nancy Grace had a doctor on her video and gave the same exact description as All Around Natural Beauty talked about what Shanquella went through. So she was on the money, y'all, about what Shanquella would have went through. So it's so lovely to see you in the chat, girl. If y'all need any medical, like you guys want to look at like medical stuff, go to her channel, because she breaks down all that stuff over there. She breaks down all the medical stuff. I'm a lawyer, y'all. She's the nurse. So y'all got to go to some of the professions when it comes to different topics, y'all. But it's so good to see you in the chat. Love, it's so good. So good to see you in the chat. Amazing Tribe says, it's our duty to grow up, especially as African people, to adopt Black children and raise them. Y'all, it's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. But yeah, guys, this story was very difficult to talk about. I really don't want to keep talking about it, because I might say some stuff on this live that somebody gonna have a problem with. I already know. So I'm trying to hold back. Y'all know I'm very opinionated, but tonight wasn't the night to be opinionated, because I got to be careful with what I say and be discretionary. So you're not going to get much from me tonight, y'all. But I love y'all. Let me know what you think about this tragedy, what we can do to ensure our kids are safe and sound and protect them for their future, because it is vital that we ensure the safety of these kids, especially in the adoptive stage, because whatever children face in their childhood, they are more than likely going to go through a lot of series of trauma in their adulthood, because their lenses are basically crafted based upon the things that they experience as a child. And if they don't get healing in that child stage, then they literally will be kind of, I'm trying to figure out the right word. It's as if they are still going to be that little boy inside when they become an adult, because they never healed the child within. So what ends up happening is they go through series of victimization, because they become attracted to the abuser that they knew in their childhood. So that's why it's very sad when we talk about these type of cases, because these poor kids, you guys, pray for them, y'all. Pray for them. All right, guys, I got to go. This is too much.